Okay, so this one is just about the Altra Olympus 5 trail shoes and how badly the upper is constructed. 6.5 months ago, I bought them on the 5th of July, and I took the first trail run I did was a 20 miler, and the undersole on the right foot, I think, if memory serves, squeaked for every step. It just drove my head in, and so I sent them back. Long story short, the manufacturer sent a fresh pair, but it took about 3-4 weeks. So really, this pair, I've only used them for 5.5 of the last 6.5 months. So let me just show you the damage that's taken 5.5 months. Where are we? There we go. On the right hand shoe, sorry, trying to do this, there is a huge hole. Where are we? If I get, excuse me, this is where you need a third hand, isn't it? Right, I can't show you this. This is embarrassing. Can you see that? I can. That's splitting all the way down there. And on the other side, even more dramatic, it says, which has smaller hands, but I don't. Or a cameraman who knew what he was doing, but there is. Dearie me, come on. There you go. Look at that. That is absolutely diabolical. And the other ones are no better. Let's see, can you see? You can see the hole there. I don't even have to put my finger from the inside. You can see there, look. Hole on that side and another hole on this side as well. It's torn there. And it's just on the, it's right on the bend, right where the foot bends, either side. Now that, after 5.5 months wear, is terrible. And if you look at the sole there, all right, it's not completely clean, but when a trail shoe is ever clean, straight out of the box they're clean, and that's it. But yeah, there's no wear on the sole there. A little bit of wear just on the comfort bit, on the cushioning, and same again on this one. But yeah, for 5.5, and I haven't worn these for 5.5 months solid. I first wore these, which are the Columbia Peak Freak Gore-Tex ones, but even they wear on the inside first. They, I don't know if you can see that gets torn more than the outer sole does. And what lets these down is the fact that there's very, very little grip on the lugs. So yeah, you can see it's worn down a bit. And I did buy a fresh pair because they were on sale. So I thought, well, why not? But the only bad thing about Gore-Tex shoes, of course, compared to your ordinary trail shoes, is that if you get water in them, that's it. Your socks are wet constantly, and they take days and days to dry out. So yeah, you're going to get blisters, and I have done in the past, which is why I switched to a pair of Altras, because I used to wear Altras in the past. No, I beg your pardon, I used to wear Topo Magnifly in the past. What they were, they're the same zero drop. And it's really, really comfortable once your calves and your Achilles heel gets used to it. So yeah, but I've also put in a few miles on these, but these are the Inov8 the ones with the new ones with the graphene grip. And these were on sale, as you can. I wonder why these were on sale. I think it must be something to do with the bizarre colour. But I thought, well, they're going to get muddy. Nobody's going to see them except after the start line. So I'm really not bothered. They're not too bad, but they're not as comfy as they advertise them to be, cushion wise on the sole, because of course they rely on the cushioning coming from the ground. So yeah, back to these Altra Olympus 5s. I won't be buying another pair. Such a shame really, because they are lovely and wide for the feet, for my wide feet. Yeah, and the cushioning is fantastic for the first couple of months, but then afterwards it's just, yeah, it just gets a little bit flatter. The comfort doesn't, it's not as good. Yeah, shame really, but there you go. Right, second part of this video is just to show you, I don't know if you can just see a tiny little pinprick in that, well, that's where the ink has run, where I marked it after I found the culprit that was causing me a sleepless night on the first night of the Yorkshire Wolds Way. And I bought this, the Nemo Tensor insulated sleeping mat, deliberately so that I'd have a nice warm mattress to sleep on in winter. And yeah, so it let me down there, but fancy getting a puncture on the top side. Anyway, it's repaired it now, so that's good. So it let me down on the first night, and it was deflating every 3 hours. Just that tiny little pinprick was enough for it to deflate. Anyway, what it meant was that the next 2 nights, which I spent at Seaways Glamping, I spent in one of their glamping pods, rather than trying to find out where the puncture was in the field, so to speak. And yeah, I had a great 2 nights there, so that's that. End of a good story, really. Now I've repaired it. Because I did ring the shop and ask them what the returns situation was, and he said, well, if it's a puncture, it's not covered under warranty, which I can understand, because they can happen straight out the bag. But for a puncture to happen on the top side of a sleeping mat, it's pretty rare. So I don't know, it could have happened anywhere, in the warehouse, in the manufacturing process, who knows. So I'm not going to go casting aspersions, throwing stones at anyone. It might even have been me packing it away somewhere, I don't know. Anyway, job done now, so it'll be off on my next trip. No, beg your pardon, not my next trip, which is just coming up the week before. I've got a fast packing trip along Cleveland Way. Cleveland Way along to joins the Ebo Way at Hemsley, and then Hemsley it drops down to through York, through York, Tadcaster, Wetherby, Harewood, and home to Leeds. So instead of, I was going to test my kit again and do a bit of wild camping, but I'm thinking the food I would have to bring, because along the Cleveland Way there's just nothing and nowhere. There's the only place I know is Lordstone's, where I've stayed before when I was on the coast to coast, if any of you guys have stopped there. And yeah, you can get something there, but I thought, well, why not just go B&B? So I'm getting a train to Scarborough to Whitby. I've got the youth hostel at Whitby, and then we're going further up the coast from Whitby to going inland to Gisborough. Sorry, I think it's pronounced Gisborough. Got a B&B there. No, it's above a pub. Gisborough down to Osmotherley to the YHA, and then Osmotherley to a pub in Hemsley, and then from Hemsley down to Flaxton, where I've got another pub, and from Flaxton we've got a long day, 31 miler through York, Tadcaster, through Tadcaster to Wetherby, and then we're staying at a hotel, and then just 18 miles for the last day. So yeah, steady away, averaging, 162 miles, 7 days, 21 days, 22 miles a day, 7 days. That's not too bad. Anyway, thanks for watching this little moan about my Altras. And if you've got any comments, yeah, just leave them in the comments section below. And if you have got time, why not watch my Yorkshire Wolds Way videos? All right, cheers. Thanks for watching.